Hey Dexter. Today we're gonna play our second episode of Elder Scrolls Online. This is our level 4 Templar that we were playing before, but I thought I would show you a little more high level. This guy's level 50. He's a Nightblade, which is a rogue. He's a lot more sneaky, and I believe I was mentioning he's a burst damage, and I'll show you what that means later in this episode. So um, I've been playing him for a while. This is a skin that I earned in the game. This is not actually, he's not actually wearing this armor, but I thought it was really cool, so I keep on playing it. He's kind of like a Batman vigilante character that I became also. So let's get on with the play. So I'm going to start out in the Shadowfen, but I'm going to go to another region called Deshan shortly after we start. Alright, so the first thing you might notice is that it said I'm enlightened. So it's been a while since I've logged in, I will gain experience and level up a little bit faster, as kind of to help me catch up for everybody that has been playing a little more continuously. I might be wrong on that, but that's what I'm going to say. There was a bug around here somewhere. So here's a fishing hole. So all I need is to find some bait. Actually, I think I can kill this frog and do it. Or not. Well, I was going to show you how to fish. But maybe we can... Here we go. So insect parts is part of fishing. So all we need... I don't actually have a fishing pole in my inventory. But the nice thing about... I might be scrolling too fast, but I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. It's how I tend to play games. It's something I need to get better at, but it works for me. I like having things. Also, I haven't been to town in quite some while, so I need to sell a lot of stuff too. This is another skin that I can wear. It'll make me look like I'm wearing different armor. Or I can use this one, which is an enchantment, which I got over Halloween. So I kind of like that one for now. We'll wear it. So I don't have a fishing pole in my inventory, but if I select the bait, I can do some fishing. So it's something kind of nice that it allows every character to do for fishing, as long as you have the bait and you find a fishing hole. You can get fish and you can get food and stuff like that. Oh, here's that torch bug. So we'll try this again. Oops. Dadgummit. There we go. So as you can see, I'm kind of in the swamp area. I was doing some missions in here and running around. I haven't done too many missions in this area. Didn't get any fish, but that's fine. All right. So another thing I wanted to ask to show you is in a recent update, they added these little symbols by the item names. So they weren't here before, but you can see just by looking at it that it is. You're probably gonna have to read it because it's not gonna stay if I leave my mouse. But it says it's intricate. So if I deconstruct this, I will gain extra experience in woodworking or whatever station or crafting style you would that it's associated with. So this is a wood weapon, so in woodworking I would gain extra experience in that. So it's better not to sell them. It's better to deconstruct the ones with that little item by it. So I'm just going to mark it for junk so I don't have to see it. And then I can go to a merchant and just say sell all the junk, or I know that that's the place that I have that has special things. So this one has a little bag with an arrow on it. It says, oh look, ornate, sell, increased sell value. So this one is more valuable than other Galatite Sabatons, which are the armored boots. So just visual indicators is pretty cool. Also, you can get like things like this that just says the only purpose of it is to sell to a merchant for gold. So instead of just dropping gold all the time, creatures will sell. We'll drop something like this, and you can just sell it for gold. And they have different levels on it, and they're different amounts. So this is only one of them, and it's 9. Forget what. Yeah, gold pieces. So that's pretty cool. So there's another one that has an increased sell value. So we're just gonna mark it as junk because I'm not gonna use that myself. We'll get to what these are a little bit later. Here's another one, mark as junk. So one other thing, we'll see if I can find, pretty sure there was an elite over here. Yeah, right here. So I have enchanted, my weapons have an enchantment on it. They're magical. So if I swap them, see, you can see they're flaming. If we go to the inventory, you can see that these are fiery weapon enchantment. It deals additional 1,536 flame damage, and that one also absorbs stamina. So as I do damage to it, I'm also taking and restoring some of my own stamina, and I have a lot of stamina abilities. So I'm going to mark this guy, and this is why I like being a shadow. The rogue type, because he can engage really quickly and stun them. And you could see that as I was fighting him, he kind of lit on fire, and that's because of my enchantment on my weapon. However, that blue bar that's right above where it says fiery weapon enchantment, that decreases every time I use that enchantment fires or is used. So eventually I'm going to have to charge it. So we go charge, and we use soul gems to charge it. And soul gems can also be used to bring you back to life if you die. Hopefully, I won't need to demonstrate that to you today, but it happens occasionally. So, one other thing I'm going to do. So I mentioned that he's level 50, but since he's level 50, he has access to these champion points. So these are the new skill points that we get to use. You earn them in sequence. So the warrior, the thief, and then the mage. So this is the one that I just earned. So that point can only be used in one of these 3 constellations. So they have the Apprentice, the Atronach, and the Ritual. As you can see, I already have 18 in the Ritual. So, and as I level up this constellation, I will unlock certain passive skills. So I've already put more than 10 into this constellation, so whenever I interrupt an enemy, your next physical damage ability used within 7 seconds deals an additional 15% damage. So if I interrupt somebody's ability, I do more damage on my next strike as long as it's within 7 seconds. So it looks like this is going, nope, not that one. 30 is going to be the next one, so it increases my weapon critical by 12%. And I have 18, so I have 2 more points to, oh, 12 more points, sorry, to put into this constellation before that unlocks. So I've been using Precise Strikes, which is increases the damage and healing of my critical strikes with stamina abilities by a certain percentage. Or I've also been putting into increases my physical penetration by a certain amount. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to confirm. And there we go. Another thing, if we can look at my abilities, here we go. Crafting abilities, I have, this will work. So I don't have clothing, outfitter, hireling. So this one, even whenever I log off, I supposedly have helpers that are looking for things out in the world, and they mail me some crafting materials such as this. So then we can take, and we're just going to delete that one because we already used it. And that one is 10 millet and cranberry, so that's pretty cool. Take it, delete it. So every time I log in, I have I have random ingredients for that profession, so that's pretty cool. So I don't have to go out and find so many of them. So I mentioned we were going to get Deshawn. Right now I'm in the Shadowfen, which is which is here. I'm going just to the one to the north, and I am at the Wayshire, so I don't have to pay. If you remember, we have to do that. We're going right here. I have a quest here, and it's a public dungeon. So I'm gonna go here. And while this is loading, have a sip of coffee. And I went to this one so I can show you. Yep. This place right here. And hopefully it will spawn soon. But you can see that people are usually hanging around here because eventually something will come from the sky and start spawning those Daedra, the demons that I was fighting in my previous video. So, and that's like it's a timed event, so it's like I don't know how often it starts, but this is new. What's silverweed? Oh, for making clothing. Cool. So sometimes you'll have like just crowds of people hanging around one of them. And it actually scales with how many people are hanging around. So if it's only me, it won't be that many. And if it's only me, I most certainly will die because I'm squishy. I don't have a lot of hit points. I just do a lot of burst damage. So it doesn't look like it's going yet. So we're going to go and we'll maybe hit that up a little bit later. Get caught on that. All right. So you can see I'm using my stamina as I'm running. I'm not going to grab that. I have found this before, but I haven't finished it because I think I was trying to do something else at the time, or I was unable to do it. I don't remember. So we're going to try it again, and you're going to get to see me attempt it again. We're trying to find her husband. Fortunately, it looks like somebody else is here, so I might be able to,
We must keep moving. The sooner we... I'm sorry. It was Gariel's favorite.
Yep, so we're gonna kind of help these guys. going. Oop, wrong button. Ectoplasm is another thing that you can just sell. Its only use is to sell to merchants. I really should have reskilled so I can better fight multiple enemies at the same time. Shoot, they cleared that real fast. Not sure what they're doing. This does not look like the right way. But there's no way I'd be able to fight all of these people by my own. Especially with my current skills that I have equipped. So, actually, I might be able to be more help if I just swap my weapons. I'm gaining a good amount of experience though, so I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I very much need to go the other way. Oh, now it looks like we're in a... Yeah. This is what you call a kwama mine. These are kwamas. They use them to, like, kind of like a farm, but with bugs. Another carapace. There's something shining over here. Water skin. Oh, and they took it, so I can't take it. I will take the Stardew.
We must keep moving.
Okay, well... Oh, mushroom! Oh, geez. And I have unlocked a... What do you call it? An achievement. There we go. 2 of them. That's pretty cool. And this looks like a note or something, but... What are you doing? Oh, we actually have to go that way. You waiting for me to engage? I don't know. leveled up. An ability, that is. So I think I want to go this way. Most definitely want to go this way. Just spamming this button because it's easier. And you look like a... I don't know what you are. Oh, a mage. So this is another thing I want to use. Ba-ba! Sky Shard. Oh, jeez. Nice. Leveled up with one of the guilds that I have. Jeez. And yep, okay. So I died. Told you, not very good at fighting groups of people. So I'm going to use a soul shard to revive myself. And I'll try grabbing some different skills. So I can be more of a threat to multiple people. So what are we doing? Class. Right hat here. We have that. Ambush. Have that one. Dealing magic damage. Oh, fun. I wasn't... Oh, so I also have an ability that I can die once every 2 hours, and I won't use a soul shard. So now you see, if I select the E, it will say, oh, now you will use a soul shard. So, I guess... I don't know if I can... Oh, here we go. Here's somebody that can help. No! Okay, well.
My husband's bow. He's been here. We must get past that door.
It's locked shut. Okay, we are going to intimidate? Alright, so we told them to unlock the door. I know I didn't actually kill the people, but sometimes you take what you can to, to finish the quest. Alright, so now we want to go over here and talk to her. Come on.
I don't see my husband anywhere. Something feels wrong here. But
Well, this is gonna be fun.
A new face? What brings you to this godforsaken? Gariel? I heard he vanished on the last hunting expedition. Danis calls it meatloaf surprise. I'm surprised I'm able to keep it down. You'll have to ask Danis.
Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going.
You don't look infected. I guess you're all right. Gariel? He's not with us anymore. If you want more than that, you'll have to talk to Danis. Scavenging and hunting. Our leader Danis has had remarkable luck finding fresh meat.
Huh. They found fresh meat and a person is missing. That's, interesting. Is this Danis? Danis! Before we do this, I have a feeling that I'm going to need probably this. Maybe even... Do I have anything that will help with my health? I might be able to make something. Some cooking. Yep, marks health by 2,000. Max health by 2,000. Excuse me. We're just gonna craft one of those. Alright. Oh, well, 2 of those. Whatever. I'm almost out of inventory space. I have 105 items out of, and I can only have 115. So after this quest, I'll have to, oops, wrong button, run back to town, to my bank.
You're not wanted here, outsider. For all we know, you're carrying the plague, the Loader's plague. It's been ravaging our cities, turning our loved ones into walking corpses. We came here to escape. Gariel was infected. He seemed fine at first, but the infection became obvious during one of our hunting expeditions. I had to abandon him in the Crypts. I doubt he survived.
I don't understand. None of the refugees will answer my questions. What? But we saw his bow. That's preposterous. He was fine when we were separated. Please, you must find him. Search the crypts. I'll keep questioning the others. Someone must know what Darnis is playing at.
So if you haven't put it together yet, that's not an animal meat that they're eating. So I'm gonna tell her that it's not safe here, because they're probably eating her husband, and she's probably next. So just
You're probably right. This place doesn't feel right. I'll be outside waiting for news of my husband. Please hurry. I hate the thought of Gariel wandering through those godforsaken chambers all alone. I understand. But if there's even a chance...
see, I leveled up again, and I got a warrior point. Okay. And this buff, I'm sorry, this one, here we go. I have health and stamina. It lasts for over an hour now, so I get an extra 2,000 health for more than an hour. Alright, what else do we doing? Oh, shoot. Okay, I think this place is going to be safe. Where's his bow? Oh, right there. Examine. It hasn't been used in a long time. Interesting. Alright, so, new skills. That one takes, I think, it's a second and a half to cast. You might just have to start using... you know what? I want... Which one is it? There's one that is... It will actually protect me. Leeching strike, straining power. Not finding it. Why am I not finding it? It's not armor, is it? No. It's not. Definitely not racial. Guild. Oh yeah, this guy's a werewolf too. So maybe I could turn into a werewolf if I need to. One-handed. That's one. This is another one. It's actually what I was looking for. This creates a ring of floating razors around you, dealing damage to all nearby enemies every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. It also shields you, reducing the damage taken from area of effect attacks. So not quite what I thought. While using dual-wield attacks gives you an... Okay. So... let us use... Sounds like... oh. Oh, fun. There he is. So they're not eating him. And the guy was telling the truth. How are we going to do this? We're going to do... oh, geez. And I died. Well, that's fun. Go back this way. Oops, wrong menu. So we actually want the siphoning and that one. Alright, so this one is going to need a little bit of preparation, such as that one, that one, that one, that one, and then that. We do the dodging and try to lure him over here so that he gets damaged while I get healed. Ouch. So there's also occasionally like this that thing right there, and it hits him. That is from my armor. Because I'm wearing 5 of the same set. Every once in a while it creates a mini volcano and erupts and does damage to my enemy. So I really like this this set of armor because of that, and I'm trying to upgrade it as I go and keeping with the same items so I don't lose that ability, because it's saved me numerous times on many events, on many occasions. But so this is his journal. Selim, my beloved, will this missive ever find you? Did you even survive the bandit attack that separated us? How I need your strength now. Danis has lost his mind, I'm sure of it. He's banished me from the camp. He's locked me up to ensure my silence. Has he told you I have the plague? Or has he... No, I will not write the words, lest they become real. If the others only knew of the unspeakable truth, I should take the torch to their food stores and burn the meat to cinders. Would the shock allow them to see Danis for what he is? I love my life, the truth, the damnable truth. Even now, my bile rises. It's the flesh of the dead. You. Alright, well, it wasn't his flesh, it was... He's actually feeding people things that he hunts. That's... Oh, I was hoping I could hunt with theirs. But I will. Salt rice. I will take salt rice. Nope. Alright. And I once again have forgot to swap out my skills, but this might work. To 5. No. And I'm gonna die here. Ah! Oh shoot, we're just gonna go to a Wayshire, and because that's gonna be somewhere safe. Oh, I needed to go back to the... Oh, jeez. Well, it's been a good run. I'll have to finish that another time. My inventory is probably really full. And that was kind of a... It's a public dungeon. There are other ones that will... that you can enter with only your friends or a certain number of people, and you guys are the only ones in that dungeon. It doesn't allow anybody else in once you have a full party, so that's kind of cool. That's one thing, you know, it's a, you know, like a party where you can do with your friends, and then other people aren't running around and doing what I was doing, basically just to get through the end, where I just like run up to their party and go, oh, you're able to kill all these guys. I'm just gonna run around with you, and so I can finish my mission too. Some people do that and they don't really help either, so... Just gonna kill him real quick. Here we go. And that's exactly what I wanted to show you. So if we run over here, that thing is coming down from the sky. Look at that. So maybe we'll have to go a little bit longer, depending on how many people are actually here. Because you can get some really good things from here, but it doesn't look like there's anybody else here. So I'm not going to engage. So, another time. But I've never actually seen this whole thing. So this is part of the storyline. A god is trying to pull this this world closer to his by using these things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I just wanted to show you some of those unique things about the game. And I'll talk to you later, sir. Bye.